1. Accept what you can and can't control. This is the first and most important Stoic rule. It is the foundation of all other Stoic practices. When you accept what you can't control, you free yourself from the burden of worry and anxiety. You realize that there are things in life that are simply beyond your control, and you focus on the things that you can control. 2. Don't let your emotions control you. Stoics believe that emotions are not inherently bad, but they can be harmful if they control us. When we let our emotions control us, we make decisions based on our feelings rather than our reason. This can lead to us making poor choices that we later regret. Stoics practice negative visualization to help them control their emotions. This involves imagining the worst possible outcome of a situation and then accepting that it is possible. By doing this, we can desensitize ourselves to negative emotions and make better decisions when we are faced with difficult situations. 3. Live in the present moment. Stoics believe that the past is gone and the future is uncertain, so the only thing that we can truly control is the present moment. This doesn't mean that we should ignore the past or not plan for the future, but it does mean that we should focus our attention on the present moment and make the most of it. Stoics practice mindfulness to help them live in the present moment. This involves paying attention to our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By doing this, we can become more aware of our thoughts and feelings and learn to control them. 4. Don't sweat the small stuff. Stoics believe that we should not waste our time and energy on things that are out of our control or that do not matter in the grand scheme of things. This doesn't mean that we should be indifferent to everything, but it does mean that we should focus on the things that are truly important and let go of the rest. Stoics practice detachment to help them not sweat the small stuff. This involves realizing that we cannot control everything, and that some things are simply not worth our time and energy. 5. Be grateful for what you have. Stoics believe that gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions that we can experience. It helps us to focus on the positive aspects of our lives and to appreciate the things that we have. Gratitude also helps us to be more content with our lives and to less likely to complain. Stoics practice gratitude journaling to help them cultivate gratitude. This involves writing down 3 things that they are grateful for each day. 6. Do your best and let go of the outcome. Stoics believe that we should do our best in everything that we do, but we should not attach ourselves to the outcome. This doesn't mean that we should not care about the outcome, but it does mean that we should not let it control us. When we do our best and let go of the outcome, we free ourselves from the burden of disappointment. 7. Help others. Stoics believe that one of the best ways to live a good life is to help others. When we help others, we make a positive impact on the world, and we also feel good about ourselves. Stoics practice philanthropy to help others. This involves donating time or money to worthy causes. 8. Live a simple life. Stoics believe that the less we have, the less we have to worry about. They also believe that simplicity can help us to focus on the important things in life. Stoics practice minimalism to live a simpler life. This involves getting rid of unnecessary possessions and commitments. 9. Be true to yourself. Stoics believe that we should always be true to ourselves, even if it means going against the crowd. When we are true to ourselves, we live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Stoics practice self-knowledge to help them be true to themselves. This involves understanding their own values and goals. 10. Be courageous. Stoics believe that courage is one of the most important virtues. It allows us to face our fears and to do what is right, even when it is difficult. Stoics practice exposure therapy to help them develop courage. This involves gradually exposing themselves to their fears in a safe and controlled environment. 11. Be persistent. Stoics believe that we should never give up on our goals, no matter how difficult they may seem. When we are persistent, we eventually achieve our goals, even if it takes time and effort. Stoics practice memento mori to help them be persistent. This involves remembering that death is inevitable and that we should make the most of our lives. 12. Be optimistic, but not naive. Stoics believe that we should always have hope for the future, even in the face of adversity. However, they also believe that we should not be naive and expect that everything will always go our way. We should be realistic about the challenges that we face, but we should also have the courage to overcome them. 13. Be optimistic. Stoics believe that we should always have hope for the future, even in the face of adversity. When we are optimistic, we are more likely to persevere in difficult times and to achieve our goals. Stoics practice positive visualization to help them be optimistic. This involves imagining the best possible outcome of a situation and then believing that it is possible. 14. Be resilient. Stoics believe that we should be able to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. When we are resilient, we are less likely to be defeated by adversity, and we are more likely to succeed in life. Stoics practice Stoic practice to help them develop resilience. This involves facing challenges head-on and learning from our mistakes. 15. Be self-disciplined. Stoics believe that we should have control over our thoughts, emotions, and actions. When we are self-disciplined, we are more likely to make good choices and to achieve our goals. Stoics practice meditation to help them develop self-discipline. This involves focusing our attention on the present moment and letting go of distractions. 16. Be honest. Stoics believe that honesty is one of the most important virtues. It allows us to build trust with others and to live a more authentic life. Stoics practice integrity to help them be honest. This involves always being truthful, even when it is difficult. 17. Be fair. Stoics believe that we should always treat others fairly, regardless of their race, gender, or social status. When we are fair, we create a more just and equitable world. Stoics practice justice to help them be fair. This involves treating everyone with respect and dignity. 18. Be forgiving. Stoics believe that we should forgive those who have wronged us. When we forgive, we release ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. Stoics practice compassion to help them forgive. This involves understanding the motivations of those who have wronged us and seeing them as human beings. 19. Be humble. Stoics believe that we should not overestimate our own importance or accomplishments. When we are humble, we are more likely to be open to learning and to appreciate the contributions of others. Stoics practice self-awareness to help them be humble. This involves understanding our own strengths and weaknesses. 20. Be open-minded. Stoics believe that we should be willing to consider new ideas and perspectives. When we are open-minded, we are more likely to learn and grow. Stoics practice curiosity to help them be open-minded. This involves asking questions and exploring new ideas. 21. Be willing to learn. Stoics believe that we should never stop learning. The world is constantly changing, and we need to be prepared for change. Stoics practice reading to help them learn. This involves reading books, articles, and other sources of information. 22. Be a lifelong learner. Stoics believe that we should never stop growing and developing as individuals. We should always be striving to become better versions of ourselves. Stoics practice reflection to help them be lifelong learners. This involves reflecting on our experiences and learning from our mistakes. 23. Be courageous in the face of adversity. Stoics believe that we should never give up, no matter how difficult things may seem. When we are courageous, we are more likely to achieve our goals, even in the face of challenges. Stoics practicing Stoicism to help them be courageous in the face of adversity. This involves applying Stoic principles to difficult situations. 24. Be persistent in the pursuit of your goals. Stoics believe that we should never give up on our goals, no matter how long it takes to achieve them. When we are persistent, we eventually achieve our goals, even if it takes time and effort. Stoics practice setting goals to help them be persistent in the pursuit of their goals. This involves setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. 25. Be patient in the face of delays. Stoics believe that we should not expect instant gratification. Sometimes it takes time to achieve our goals. When we are patient, we are more likely to achieve our goals, even if it takes longer than we expected. Stoics practice mindfulness to help them be patient in the face of delays. This involves focusing on the present moment and letting go of expectations. 26. Be grateful for what you have, even in difficult times. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging the good things in our lives, both big and small. It can be difficult to be grateful when we are facing difficult times, but it is important to remember that there is always something to be grateful for. When we focus on the good things in our lives, it helps us to stay positive and to cope with difficult times. 27. Be kind to yourself. Stoics believe that we should treat ourselves with the same kindness and compassion that we treat others. When we are kind to ourselves, we are more likely to be happy and content with our lives. Stoics practice self-compassion to help them be kind to themselves. This involves accepting our flaws and mistakes and treating ourselves with understanding and forgiveness. 28. Take care of your physical health. Stoics believe that our physical health is closely linked to our mental health. When we take care of our physical health, we are more likely to have a healthy mind. Stoics practice exercise and healthy eating to take care of their physical health. 29. Spend time in nature. Stoics believe that nature can help us to relax and de-stress. When we spend time in nature, we are more likely to be calm and focused. Stoics practice hiking and camping to spend time in nature. 30. Live in the present moment. Stoics believe that the past is gone and the future is uncertain, so the only thing that we can truly control is the present moment. When we live in the present moment, we are more likely to be happy and content with our lives. Stoics practice meditation and mindfulness to live in the present moment. I hope these Stoic rules help you to be mentally unstoppable. Remember, these are just guidelines, and you should find what works best for you. The most important thing is to practice these principles consistently and to be patient with yourself.
That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe.